When you first open up SketchUp, you're taken to the Welcome page. On the Welcome page, click the arrow next to Template, choose the Simple Template Meters option, then click Start Using SketchUp. This will take you to a blank template. You'll initially have a person here to give you an idea of the height and length of your drawing. This person is 6 feet tall. The first thing I want you to do is click on the view, come down to toolbars, and you're going to turn off your Getting Started toolbar and instead open the Large Toolset toolbar, which gives you a few more options. Then click Close. Okay. The first tool we'll look at is the Orbit tool. The Orbit tool allows me to orbit around and get a three-dimensional view. Also, if you have an external mouse, you can hold down the wheel button and it will orbit. That means that you can be on another tool, for example the line tool. If I hold down the wheel button, it turns back to orbit. When I release, it goes back to the original tool. The next tool we'll look at is the Pan tool. The Pan tool allows us to pan to the right, left, up, or down. Then we'll look at the Zoom tool. The Zoom tool allows you to zoom by clicking and dragging up, zooming in, or dragging down, zooming out. You can also zoom in and out. Let's say you're on your line. You can zoom in and out using the wheel. So if I scroll up, it'll zoom in, scroll down, it'll zoom out. So you can orbit by holding it down. Scrolling will zoom in and zoom out. You'll notice that since this is a three-dimensional program, you have three axes. You have your green axis, which could be your X. You have your red axis, which could be your Y, and then you have your blue axis, which is your Z. And the blue axis is what makes it three-dimensional. That's the third dimension. So to get started, your room will most likely be bigger than the space. So you should start by zooming out a bit to give yourself more space. Once you've zoomed out, you can tell by the height of the person that this is probably a good area. Click on the Select tool. Once you've zoomed out, click on the person and click Delete. Also, to get started with your drawing, it's good to change your camera angle. If you click your camera option and come down to Standard Views and change it to Top, this gives you a bird's eye view. This is a good idea. This view is a good idea to use when you're starting with your blueprint, so you can first draw in 2 dimensions before you raise any walls. Once you've gotten in this view, then you can start choosing your tools and drawing.